What's up, guys? This is Ardenal7. Welcome back to another war video. This is Season 42, War 11, LVT versus GT40. This is a rematch. We faced them earlier this season. GT40, the perennial war champs, and LVT sitting at number 2 on the leaderboards right now. So this is a pretty important war for us. I have 5 fights this war. I'm going Path 7 in Section 1, Path 8 in Section 2, Node 47, and Node 51. And I am bringing Apocalypse, White Magneto for pre-fights, and Longshot for Node 51. Apocalypse has 4 of my 5 fights this war. Starting off on Path 7, Section 1, Node 7. This is Apocalypse versus Korg. I am running full suicides, mutant power back boost, full rainbow boosts. Because of Apocalypse's ability accuracy reduction with Purify, I can stun freely here. I don't need a White Magneto, so I'm just going to parry and throw light attacks to remove all of the rock shield charges that Korg has, and then right into my SP2. I do not have a ramped Apocalypse here. I will be ramping him throughout the war, so I don't always get back to my SP2 yet. But same thing here, we're just going to parry, throw light attacks, and try to push Korg to his SP2. I can full dex Korg SP1, but his SP2 is just much safer. So there's another SP2. Korg is quite low. I'm taking a little bit of damage from recoil, but one more SP1, and that will be it. Nice and easy. Next up is Apocalypse versus Spot on Node 16. Spot does not benefit from the node in any way. He doesn't have a way to purify or cleanse. So this is just a normal Spot fight with Apocalypse. Still have the same boosts and suicides on. I did a bunch of duels and practices versus Spot here, and he gains spots based on like a 20% chance when you hit him. So you kind of get wildly different outcomes each time you try. So sometimes he'll have less and sometimes more spots. So we get him here. He throws his special one, which adds another one. So he's at 5. So as soon as I hit into him, he's going to go untouchable. I practice punishing the special because you can pause him being able to gain any spots during that time. And I was hoping that maybe I could hit him before he can recover to retaliate, just to trigger the untouchable. But he only hit me a little bit. I got a couple ruptures. No big deal. The fight's done. Into Section 2, I have Path 8. This is Node 44 Annihilus with Apocalypse. I needed to use Apocalypse here because I needed to finish his ramp up for a mini boss island fight later on 51. I am using an indestructible boost instead of a Power Start 1 boost because I was pretty sure that he was going to get to an SP3 because of the node where he gains power. Whoever has more buffs gains power, and he's got buffs. So there he goes. He gets pushed to the SP3 just as anticipated. The SP3 is going to add 10 stifle debuffs to me, which means if I dash back, he's going to get unstoppable. So coming out of the SP3, I know I'm not taking any damage. I'm going to try to parry right away. I completely flub it, and I get hit a bunch here. So I lose my indestructible boost. It's totally gone. I've still got like a dozen stifle debuffs on me, so I can't really dex back without triggering unstoppable, and I'm cornered. So I throw my SP3. I need to reset my power so I can kill him with an SP2 and just kind of get out of this. But here we go. So I got stifles on me. I'm dashing back to try to keep space, but he's got unstoppable, able to get a parry off. He throws the SP2. I can just take that into block. We're okay. And then still trying to just maintain my ground and get another parry. There we go. A couple hits in, I get to my SP2, and the fight is over. So not perfect. If I would have been able to parry following his SP3, the fight would have been cleaner and done sooner. Next up is Longshot versus Gorr on Node 47. This is the singular fight that I brought Longshot for. I decided not to change my masteries around, so I still have suicides on, and the way that I got my suicides on, it was by turning off Mystic Dispersion. So I do not have MD, but I am running a 200% Mystic Power Back boost. I also gain plenty of power when I have bad Karma debuffs on him. I get a percentage of his combat power. So I know that I'm going to have enough power to keep throwing SP2s. The real danger with Gorr is pushing him to SP2 or eating a big SP1 when he's got a bunch of the debuff buffs, whatever they're called for him. So I do take a single hit there. I thought my spacing was okay, but it was not. But because I fate sealed him with my previous SP2, it's not like he was able to transfer a bunch of debuffs on to me. So still very, very safe. I've got 2 bad karmas on him. I get plenty of power to get to my second SP2, and those incinerates melt him. Longshot is just the absolute best Gorr counter, in my opinion. My last fight this war is Apocalypse versus Absorbing Man on node 51. I took all those fights previously with Apocalypse to make sure that he was fully ramped. I've got Suicides on, full rainbow boosted, mutant power back boost, and a PS1. So the plan here is to play normal Absorbing Man by rotating his specials, SP2 first in this case, and then SP1, and then SP2, then SP1. And then you want to punish his specials with a heavy attack where possible. So I throw my SP2 into him. I don't get back to an SP2 because he was still in form, so I just don't do enough damage to get back to my own SP2. I practiced that SP2 dex plenty, but the spacing just wasn't great, so I was too far away to land the heavy to punish. So we just got to readjust here. I took a couple hits, but no big deal. So now we're going to dex his SP1, heavy punish, and now the plan is to go back to an SP2. Again, because this node has prowess puncture, I need to alternate my combos. So I need to throw medium light, medium light. At least that's the plan. So that time I knew the spacing was wrong. I didn't even try to heavy counter. We're going to throw another SP2. Again, he's in form, so I'm just not doing as much damage as I could. I did practice this a bunch. The spacing on the SP2 just wasn't perfect, so I definitely could have done that a little bit cleaner. But he throws another SP1. I heavy punish. He's out of form. So I'm going to get to another SP2 here and kill. I didn't worry about the prowess puncture because I knew I would have enough damage here at the end. So not perfect again, but we get it done. 5 fights up, 5 fights down. That is it for War 11. I am still deathless, 53-0. Congrats to GT40. You guys are tough to beat. Maybe we'll get you next season. So thanks for watching, guys. Take care.